Hey, you guys, welcome to the Ultra Life Podcast. I am your host, Samantha Nivens, ultra marathon athlete, mom of two amazing little boys, health and life coach, and speaker. And this podcast, if you are new here or if you're coming back, this is all about helping you do both. I truly believe that we can have it all, AKA your ultra life. We do not have to sacrifice specifically our health and our fitness goals, whether that is simply to lose weight, to get in better shape, or if that's to be that athlete that you see in yourself. But I believe that we can do both, that we can have this amazing health and fitness goal while we go after our big dreams and goals and live life. That they are not mutually exclusive, that you do not have to pick one or the other because you have this beautiful full life where you're a parent, you're an entrepreneur, you're building your career, you're taking care of the house, all of the things, right? You do not have to wait for some perfect time or, that you cannot also work on any health goal the entire time while you're doing life, right? Whether you might have a maintenance phase of your health goal, you might have a push challenge phase of your health goal. I truly believe that we can do it all here. And that's what I'm here to share with you guys is you get me sharing my tips and tools that allow me to literally do this because this is my life, right? And then also, of course, I'll have guests on that are sharing what's possible, their stories of how they've done the thing and how it's possible, sharing their tips and tools, right? Okay, so now today I want to share about, I'm going to share about specifically what I'm going to be doing. So I am running a new fun challenge, the Lose 7 Pounds in 7 Weeks. It came to me as where I'm at in my health and fitness and training goals for this year. I don't think I actually did a podcast on this, but if y'all didn't know already, so my goals over by the time I turn 40, which is in March of next year, it is June 2024 when I'm recording this. So by March of 2025, when I turn 40, I have a goal to be in the best shape of my life. And I have different metrics that I'll have to share on another podcast, but I have different metrics that specifically define like what that is. It's not just like, I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, okay, what does that mean, right? That would probably mean something different for me than from you, than from everybody, right? That means something different. So, for me, a part of that, I'll share a couple of those, is I'm looking to gain 5 to 10 pounds of muscle specifically. And then I'm also looking to become a better ultra runner. And so I really am working in being this hybrid athlete of like lifting 3 to 4 times a week so I can gain that muscle and be stronger. And then I'm also looking to become a faster ultra runner and actually like really like dive in and not just like run ultras, but like really like train. So that next level athlete in me. And truly, yes, this is my goal for, by the time I hit 40, but like this is just the beginning. I see this as like I will constantly be setting the posts over the next decade. Like for my whole 40s, I just see like super athlete, like up leveled athlete Samantha. So, anyway, I don't want to get too far off on that. So, with my goals that I have been working on, I now picked fall races that I've been training for, started in the month of May. So all of May, really my goal was simply to up my mileage, to start actually training for these races. I did not include speed work. Did not um I did not hit all of my lift sessions as I wanted to, but really it was like, can I hit, like at least 2 lift sessions a week on my way to getting to 3? Can I get my mileage up from, essentially it was around like 30 miles, 30 miles a month even, to I hit over 100 miles in May for the month. So it's averaging like, not quite 30 miles a week. So yeah, so May was really about just getting the mileage in, however I could get it in on sore legs, in the morning, in the afternoon, It wasn't about pace or certain strategies within those workouts. It was just doing them, right? So I got that started in May, check. And now I'm going to keep doing that. And I have mini goals within that to actually get my lifting 3 to 4 times a week, just maybe a little less time than the 2 to 3 sessions. So I'm working to increase my lifting this month and actually add in at least one speed workout. And this is where the lose 7 pounds in 7 days little mini challenge comes in, is that I want to cut a little bit of weight as I am preparing to train for these races so I can help myself have a little less weight on my body so I can try to run faster, right? That helps when you have even 5 to 10 pounds, really helps to run faster and more efficiently. So looking to do a little cut there for that. It is also summer. And to be honest, I'm like, I have never had the goal of seeing my abs like specifically. Like, I generally have a flat stomach, but it's just like my stomach. Like, it's not anything I'm like, ooh, oh my gosh, abs. And I've just, as like a part of this new version and vision of myself that I see. So, what I keep saying to myself, if you haven't heard me say this or you haven't seen that post, is I am the thickest, strongest, fastest female ultra marathon runner out there. And to me, like, I have these like huge, thick hips, legs. My back is like kind of ripped, not like CrossFit ripped. That's not exactly, but I'm like stronger than I am now. 5 to 10 pounds more muscle, right? I see that for myself. I've like never seen that thick, like more muscular version of myself until now. So that like includes the abs, right? I've like never had abs where it's like you could see them visibly. And so I'm like, you know what? I feel ready for that challenge. Like, I'm ready to take that next step, be a little uncomfortable and figure this out. And really from a place of like fun and challenge. That is like overall, if you guys don't know that already, that is just like how I roll. I'm not some like, oh, we gotta get this and lose weight and gotta get to see the abs kind of like super like pressure and like or shame or like I've got to be like everybody else or anything like that. It's like I'm like, ooh, I wonder how I can make this happen. Like, how do I do this? Like, I've never done this before. This would be really fun. So that's the space that I am in. I'm like, ooh, right? Super curious, super fun, like, and a challenge though too. Like, I haven't done it before, so it's definitely gonna be a challenge. So, and I've got like comfortable like over winter time, and I definitely like have my more, desserts or things like that. So get a little lax when I'm not in training athlete mode. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be good for me. So that is, let me just put this out there before I share about some of the things that I'm doing. But essentially, this is open to you guys. The lose the 7 pounds in 7 weeks. I'm going to do this regardless. So if you want to join me and get the support, get the coaching, get the accountability, get all the tools and things that I'm using to create my results, you can do the same. Okay. So the link is going to be in the show notes, whether you're listening to this on YouTube or the podcast. I'm posting about it all on my Instagram this week. So just real quick here, you guys have until June 10th. I know this is a little quick. If it's after that, you can DM me and maybe I will see if I will open up a second round and maybe start a wait list for another round. But in general, I know you've got to act on this. This is June 10th. We are starting. I'm actually starting this week myself. And so I can, first of all, show you guys already some results when you start. But in general, everybody, you guys can sign up and register now. And the official fun summer challenge of losing 7 pounds in 7 weeks will start June 10th, 2024 is when this is airing, or when the challenge is. And then we'll go 7 weeks. Okay. So it's 7 weeks long that we'll be together. All right. Every single week. And there is a private Facebook community to get daily support. You can literally submit like coaching every single day if you need it or want it. You'll have 24/7 access to modules. So you can always get unstuck. You don't even need me there. And then there's a group weekly coaching call for you to come and live get coached by me every single week for 7 weeks, you guys. Okay. So I want to put this out there for you guys to register and get on top of it if you are like, yes. And again, this is coming from a place of like, I'm like, summer's here. Like, let's have some fun. I'm fired up. I'm feeling motivated. So let's go. If you're feeling that energy with me, then I want you to be here and we will do this together. I'm going to do it either way. So you can watch my results and see me lose 7 pounds over the next 7 weeks, or you can join me and you can get your own results. And you guys, my frame and where I'm at with my weight, I'm like 7 pounds would probably be the most around that I could lose. I really don't think I could lose that much more than that, maybe 10. But if you have more than 7 pounds to lose, guess what? There's a good chance you lose more than 7 pounds, right? I really don't have, this is like me super fine tuning to be able to hit that. If you're like, you're beyond that and you want to lose a little bit more than that, good chance you will, right? So come join me. I'm excited. All right. So here's what I want to share for week 1, where I'm starting with the lose 7 pounds in 7 days. For my plan, I want to share just some things right here, right now of what I'm doing and what that looks like. Okay. So first and foremost, I'll start with actually workouts is I am not, like I said, I did start training in May. So I upped my amount of workouts in May already, but essentially those are going to stay about the same. I'll be probably running a little bit more because in training for an ultra, you don't just, run, 30, 40 miles a week every single week until the race. You like gradually increase your mileage is the way the training program works for like any race. So I will be increasing my mileage, which will mean some more time on my feet. But I want to say this, and I do want to get in, basically think about like one extra lift a week. But here's the thing I want to share about that. So essentially, my workouts are staying the same, even though there'll be a couple, little bit longer time or that extra lift in. And you may be thinking, oh, we'll see, you're doing all these workouts, Samantha. Like, no wonder you're going to lose weight. No, 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 no. Okay. Working out more does not necessarily mean losing more weight. Say that again. Working out more does not directly correlate to losing more weight. Can it? Yes. Is it a tool? Yes. But I am working out to train. I am not working out to lose weight. That is not like, oh, I do X workout. That means I lose a pound this week. No, no, that is not it at all. All of my workouts are for my training goals, for my ultra, right? This fall, and for my gaining muscle goals. So, meaning, in order to do the level of workouts that I do, I have to fuel, I have to eat more food. So it is not just like, oh, I'm burning all these calories doing all this workout, like the consensus, or I feel like what you hear all the time out there. No, no. When you train as an athlete, you need to fuel and eat more food during those workouts, like pre-workout, during the workout, if it's over an hour, which generally it is with that amount of training that I'm going to be doing. So I'm eating to fuel those workouts in post-workout, aside from my normal meals. So first and foremost, my workouts and my training will essentially stay the same, increase a little bit, but so will my eating to fuel me. So it's a like X out. It doesn't mean that like I'm working out more to lose this 7 pounds in 7 days. Okay. That's what I want you to take away is my workouts are essentially staying the same. If anything, that extra lifting, like getting some more muscle on me will help, right? That helps your metabolism and burn more. Okay. So that's workouts. right? I'm still going to keep doing my same training plan that I have for my ultra marathons. And I'm looking to make sure I wanted to hit my 3 lifts last month, but I didn't get it. So I'm trying to hit at least 3 lifts a week this month. Okay. And then as far as eating goes, so nutritionally, the changes that I'm making this first week to get started is overall, I'm not changing radical changes of how I eat. Okay. That's what I'm going to start with what I'm not doing. I'm not going low carb. I'm not intermittent fasting, not eating 16 hours and only eating in an 8-hour window. I'm not drinking, not eating any sugar, not having any fast food or junk food. That is not the plan. I'm going to eat how I usually eat, and how I teach my clients, which is 80-20. 80% of the time, I'm going to be eating clean, healthy, whole, real foods. And the other 20% of the time, I can eat whatever the heck I want. If that is a burger with cheese and mayo, if that is a piece of pizza, if that is, I don't know, dark chocolate or some cake, whatever it is, I can have that. That's my 20%. That's Joy Eats. I can have that. Now, I will say, and this is a part of what you'll learn if you register and join the actual challenge, is there are mindset tools that I will teach you and that I am using that allow me where I'm like, I don't even want the pizza already right now. Like, I don't even want the mayo on the burger. I don't even want the French fries. Like, I'm usually eating those and it's just fine and I'm fine. But right now I'm like, ooh, I'm more excited to see my abs and see what I can do. So I don't even have the cravings or the urges for a lot of that 20% because I'm like, ooh, let's fucking go. Like, I'm stoked to get to this new goal, this little mini goal, right? I'm ready to have some fun and challenge myself. So my mindset is there that has me like, I'm not even like thinking about those foods anyway, right? Okay. So regardless, though, I'm not going to put any restrictions on myself like that. I'm going to keep my same plan. But what I am going to do is make some small little tweaks. And so I want to first offer these small little tweaks that I'm going to make. I did not hire a coach for myself to be like, or I did not go find some program, lose 10 pounds in 10 days. And I'm pulling from this, program that's going to tell me what to eat and what to do to create weight loss. I'm not reading a book. I have a lot of books and read a lot, and I'm on top of all the health and workout things. But what I did and what you can do, whether you're going to join us for the challenge or not, is I checked in with myself. I have awareness. I really already knew, like, anytime if I wanted to lose the weight, if I was that motivated, which I wasn't, like, and didn't have like a purpose or a goal to do it. But I know where those areas are for me, that if I wanted to lose weight, I knew right off the bat, I could tell you like these things that I'm actually going to tell you and that I'm doing, but I could tell you. So I didn't outsource and I didn't be like, somebody tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to lose, a pound a week. I don't know. Okay. And I know this is my job. I'm a health and fitness professional and an athlete, but still, I think all of us, wherever you're at, most of us could check in and be like, all right, like if I stop drinking soda and I stop drinking like 2 bottles of wine a week, I'd probably lose some weight right there. Nothing else. No eating changes. That's it, right? You guys know we all do. So check in with yourself first and foremost. If you want to get started on this or do this on your own, is check in. Where do you know you can make these changes? So here are my changes. Okay. So the things that I know where I can make some small tweaks is, okay, let's just start with the mayo because I love mayo. I love it with my fries. I love it with my burgers. Like, I'll even dip my chips in it. I know some of you are like team mayo, some of you are not. So I'm going to stop having mayo. I'm just going to cut it out. Or if I want, I'll have mustard, right? So right there, that's going to cut out. I'm going to skip the chips. A lot of times I love sandwiches. So like a turkey sandwich with cheese. Sometimes I'll have it open face. Sometimes I'll have it as a sandwich. But I'll usually have like some fruits and veggies and chips even on the side. I got into this like chip season, I think, with the boys and Patrick. So I'm going to skip the chips now and ditch the chips. That's not every day I have them, right? That was like my 20%, but a couple times a week, right? And it's not every day I have mayo, but a couple times a week. I'm going to skip my after lunch dark chocolate / treat. I usually had something small, even if it was like, I don't know, the equivalent of like 2 dark chocolate squares, or maybe even an extra tablespoon of peanut butter, or, whatever. I was having like a small treat or snack, like something sweet after lunch most days. So I'm going to skip that. Okay. That's most days, even though it's something small, like, a dark chocolate peanut butter cup, those mini ones from Trader Joe's, like maybe it was 1, maybe 2 of those. Like, I'm going to skip that. Dessert most nights. So I have dessert, like I feel like most nights, maybe 4 out of 5 out of 7, like if I'm thinking really factually. So I'm going to cut that down to maybe like 2 or 3 if I want it at all, right? Because I already said I'm like, I didn't even want it last night. Like I'm not even craving it at all because I'm so stoked about this goal. So I'm going to cut that dessert down. Again, do you see? I'm not cutting anything out. I mean, I'm not having the chips or the mayo, but I could, if I like had a burger out, I could have that out. But those things I don't really care about. The desserty chocolate things after lunch, the dessert, I'm still having myself allowing that space for dessert though, if I want it, right? I'm not saying no dessert ever this whole 7 weeks, right? We're not getting restrictive. We're not depriving ourselves, right? So those are the things that I am starting with this week. That's it, you guys. I'm not going crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. There is one more thing I just remembered, and that is, so what? There would be 5 total. Is I'm gonna watch my carbs as far as usually I've been having them with every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, plus pre or post workout. So, when I've experimented in the past, I know, and honestly, even sometimes now I've still played with like, because that just might be a little bit too much, like 2 slices of sprouted toast, even though it's sprouted toast and it's healthy, it started to make me feel like a little too full at lunch if I wasn't like working out, having some heavy workout after. So I'm going to watch as far as like, meaning I'm still going to have my carbs around my workouts for sure to fuel myself. And then I'll probably still have carbs with like breakfast and lunch, but maybe not with supper. Or I'll maybe have them with breakfast and supper, but maybe not lunch. Essentially, 2 out of 3 meals, I'm going to have my carbs still. Okay. Not depriving myself, not restricting. I'm just going to check in and maybe see like, oh, I don't even know if I need that piece of toast today with my salad. Right. So that's the other thing. So those are the 5 things that I'm going to be doing, small little things to cut back, to start to lose that first pound this first week. Okay. So you guys can do your own homework of checking with yourself. What do you know? Super simple, super small, super doable, nothing crazy, as far as that you can just lose 1 pound this week. Okay. And if you're like getting excited like I am for this, and this feels like so, guys, 7 pounds in 7 weeks, this should feel like so light, so doable, so exciting, so motivating. That's how I feel about this. Cause I'm not like, I've got to lose this by this day, like press her and push it. I better do this. And right. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be fun. Let's go. So if you want to have some fun and you want to literally lose 7 pounds in 7 weeks or more, I can't really lose that much more than that. If you want to do that, then you need to sign up and register now. You have until June 10th. It's not that much time. Okay. So I love you guys. I hope this is helpful. I'm going to be sharing every single week as I go, my lessons and my takeaways. I'm going to be sharing some podcasts this week in general on the Lose 7 Pounds in 7 Days challenge, a little bit more about that. So you can follow along if it's not your thing and you just want to see how it happens. So maybe you can join us the next time if I do it again. So yes, keep your eyes out for this little series, this little mini series I'm going to pop in the podcast. and of course on YouTube, making these updates around the Lose 7 Pounds in 7 Days super fun challenge. Okay, y'all ready? All right, I'll see you guys again soon.